Welcome back to John's Retirement Journey and Travels. I'm continuing on with my series, Financial Strategies for Low Wage Earners, the middle years. These are the years between 36 to 50 where you want to start building your foundation. And the first topic I have, using myself as example, will be fine-tune your career and your housing. Any type of certifications, accreditations, additional degrees, or anything like that that will net more income, better job positions. You want to try and get that done between 36 and 50. And you want to start taking a close look at your housing. Start trying to decide where you want to live, um, and things like that. And this will all help you get better wages and, of course, where you want to live. Um, you're going to get the employer benefits typically most of the time. The 401k is going to be your best bet. You want to start or ramp up your investing at least $250 a month. That's $125 every pay period. For those of us who are on the low end, that's what I was putting away when I was earning $35,000 a year at the recycling company. And you get a little bit with the employee match. Um, your accumulation phase is what you want to start looking at. You want to start learning about investing. You want to start looking and studying the different types of investments. Now, when I was much younger, my first investment was a CD when I lived down in Maryland, Virginia, DC area, and that was with McLean Savings and Loan. I think it was paying 11.5 or 12.5% interest, and I got that CD for 1 year. And they told me if you break the CD up, you're gonna have a penalty. You won't get your $3,000 back because we're gonna take a fee, and you're not gonna get all the interest. So I made 300 bucks off of that, and I wound up getting about $3,300 transferred out of that. I think they gave me a check, and I took it somewhere else. Um, you want to start direct your contributions and investments that are suitable for your long-term goals. There's many investments out here. You got your traditional brokerage account. Um, you've got your Roth 401k. My favorite is a Roth IRA for young people. Whatever you put in it, you need to keep it in there for at least 5 years, your maturity date, or what I call a vesting period. After that, if you need the money for closing costs or down payment on a home, you can withdraw that out. And with the way the market's been doing, you can make some really, really good money. And it's all tax free. And the advisors now are saying you want to touch that Roth last and let it grow as long as it can because there's no RMDs on it. You don't have to start taking a minimum amount out when you turn 63 or 75. And that's a real good investment. You could put it in some of the best mutual funds out there and your money will grow. You also want to seek advice on your retirement planning and map out what it is you need, whether it's that better education, a new piece of car. In my case, you're gonna have 4 or 5 cars in your lifetime, and sometimes it's better to buy a brand new one rather than fixing the old one, unless it's a really good running car and something like the engine goes out. Well, you can just drop an engine in that, and it'll keep going. Uh, you want to focus on what is important to you, your family, making sure they're on track. When you're raising a family, you have to house them, you have to feed them, you have to clothe them, and you have to educate them. And then there's leisure activities, spending quality time with them. Um, that's a lot. And my hat's off to everybody who's doing it. Start thinking about that home purchase. If you're on the low wages, that 35 to 75,000, I urge you to take a look at the NACA website. If a NACA office is not in your area, it would be advisable to register online and go to one of the neighboring cities where they have their offices and see what they can do for you. Even if you want refinancing on your home, I think their mortgages are below 6%. That will help get you started. Um, I don't even know if that was around 20 some years ago when I was in my 43 when I got down here. Um, be prepared to make sacrifices. Um, for me, after 9/11, I started to travel. Um, Living in Detroit, the Pistons had made those runs um, for the NBA championship, and I would fill out this sheet of paper, and next thing I know, to get a T-shirt and memorabilia, next thing you know, I got 3 Chase Visa cards, and what I wound up doing was I wanted to get out of Detroit and explore during the winter months, so I started going places where it was warm. I charged the airfare on one card, hotel on another card, and then the rental car on a different card. Well, I did that so many times, and with other things popping up, I wound up with a lot of credit card debt. I don't advise you to do that, but the fact that I was traveling and looking for other options to live other than Detroit, I thought was a pretty good move for me. Um, when I moved in 2005, I cashed out of the 401k, 403b, and that was for about $17,000. And I used that to move down to Georgia. I paid the penalty and I paid the taxes on it. Now, I had only worked 5 months. After I qualified for my pension, 2 or 3 days later was my resignation date, and they told me you always have to wait a day or two after your start date to qualify for that pension. So I was clear there. The lady told me that. I It didn't hurt too bad on the penalty and the interest because I only worked 5 months that year. The rest of the year I had no income until I started working here in Macon, Georgia at the convenience store, and I only earned a couple $1,000s that year, and that was in 2005. My investments were at 68,000 in 2005. So 2005, fast forward to 2025, I got it up to 421,000 on my last day at Morgan Stanley, and it's hovering at 425. And I've had distributions from the account plus $40,000, I think. Yeah, about $40,000 with the vast tooth with 75% of it is from the IRA. And I was fortunate enough that I had monthly rent from 2006 to 2014 was $500, no more than $640 per month for a 1 bedroom apartment. And when I was in Savannah, Georgia, I did have a 2 bedroom. And so I had good rent for 8 years. And I'm not so sure if that's uh, around anymore. And 2007, I started saving for a home. And of course, in 2006, I worked part-time. I've always had some kind of part-time job doing something, either it's the private security or the event staffing. And even today, I have a part-time job. Matter of fact, today is Monday. Wednesday, I worked the FIFA World Cup. That'll be game 6. So this is it. These are some of the strategies that I thought would be helpful for the low wage income earners. You've got enough time, but you have to make sure that you have everything that you need to be successful and live comfortably. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. And please subscribe and like. Go back and look at the previous video. And mostly important, look at the playlist under the Retiring Club. I got 2 videos out. One is portfolio turnover, and the other one is investing for success. Investing for success, we made 100%. The portfolio turnover, fire sale, we lost 100%. So those are 2 good videos to take a look at because I am a portfolio manager of my investments. There's about 25 mutual funds and 5 money markets that I manage in my retirement. And it would be good if you have some questions to take a look at some of those videos. And I'm also available for comments. My name is John. Thanks for watching.